The latest Survivor twist gave Frannie Marin the opportunity to save her showman's partner Matt Blankenship, but Frannie made the right move by letting Matt be voted out. The duo formed a strong bond at the beginning of the season, with each expressing romantic feelings about the other. They created a strong alliance, and were making plans that could help them to get to the end of the game. A twist threw a wrench in those plans, when they were divided into two separate teams at the first post-merge immunity challenge of Survivor Season 44. The challenge was still for individual immunity, with the last person standing from both teams also winning immunity for their entire team. Matt was eliminated, but Frannie was the last on her tribe left standing, meaning that she won individual immunity for herself. If Shed stepped down after winning her own immunity, and let Brandon Cottom win immunity for Matt's team, Matt would have also gotten immunity. However, Frannie beat Brandon, and Matt was voted out at Tribal Council. Matt being voted out is good for Frannie's Survivor game on the surface. It may seem like Frannie had an easy decision to make, and should have stepped down to save Matt, especially in light of the fact that she already had immunity for herself. The heat of the moment may have blinded Frannie to this possibility, and she likely didn't intend for Matt to go to Tribal Council and be voted out. However, the end result will probably be a net positive for Frannie's game. There were already talks about the fact that Matt and Frannie were a duo who posed a threat in the game. If Matt had remained in the game with Frannie, the other players would probably have begun targeting them soon enough. With Matt out of the game, Frannie has many more options moving forward. It was good that she was not directly responsible for Matt's elimination, which prevented her from having to consider cutting Matt down the line, to delineate her game from his. Additionally, if Frannie had dropped from the challenge after winning her own immunity, there's no guarantee that she would have gotten her desired outcome at Tribal Council. The control of vote advantage would be in play at the other team's camp, without Frannie knowing about it at the time, so a number of things could have gone wrong for her, had she opted to save Matt. Survivor showmances are double-edged swords. It's always good to have a trusting partnership in the game of Survivor, but if there's an obviously unbreakable bond between two players, the other contestants are going to notice. Showmances can give players the ability to wield more power, and to consolidate their individual social connections, but they can also be seen as an enormous threat to solo players. In the short term, a showmance can be a solid strategy, but modern players are too smart to let a romantic couple get to the end like they did in Survivor All-Stars 2 decades ago. All in all, Frannie may be receiving heat on social media for letting Matt be vulnerable at Tribal Council, but she made the best move for her long-term gain. She no longer has to worry about being viewed as a threat because of her bond with Matt. Plus, she now has a vocal advocate for her on the jury, should she make it to the final three. She may not have meant for Matt to be voted out, but it could benefit her nonetheless. Survivor airs Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CBS. Source: Dalton Ross, Twitter.
Love in the modern world is fake when love was meant for joy too. When I find you, I realize that somehow we lie. Love in the modern world, it is fake when love was meant for joy. I know that he heard you. Your 5 inches of heart is human. Can you be sure? No.